Let me talk about trust and developing this trust. There are some key ingredients that I have put together in the trust cycle. The green boxes are behaviors that we can show, and the red boxes are the results of that behavior, where you can see that trust and results and learning are not something that we can decide just like this. We actually need to show certain behaviors for that trust and learning to actually develop. And for this, acting like this takes certain skills. We have already talked about awareness, and in order to show a helping attitude to another person that comes across as a helping attitude, I need to be aware of my own intentions, of my own bias, of my own stereotyping, and my own reactions. And for that, I need to take a step back with all the exercises that we've done before. And most importantly, I need to know, how do I actually feel about this person, and what is my motivation to help him. We come to this later when I introduce the worksheet. What is needed when you want to show humble inquiry, which is the art of listening without telling, as defined by late Edgar H. Schein, is curiosity. The skill that you need for humble inquiry is curiosity. So you really have to be open to learn what the other person has on board in terms of skills, of experience, of knowledge. And shut down your inner voices and open your ears and radar wide so you can actually learn more from them. That's humble inquiry and curiosity. And that way you're creating trust, initial trust between yourself and the other person. So now the other person can say, I choose to truthfully talk with you. I show you really what I think and feel and am able to do. And so this truthful talking creates more connection and understanding between the two of us. And then we can create results. But for truthful talking, both of us need to make ourselves vulnerable. Because if I show really what's inside me, it definitely shows my vulnerability. All of us have it. It's just depending on the culture and environment that we grew up in, this is easy to show or difficult to show. And psychological safety in the room, hopefully you have this in your teams enough. If not, you need to create it more. Makes it easier for people to show their vulnerability. So when I say I need your help, when I say this to my son, what is he thinking of me? When I say this to a colleague that is younger than me, what does the younger person think of me? When I say this to an older person and I'm a young member in the team, will they think I'm not qualified enough for the job? So that's my vulnerabilities, and I need to be able to step out and show them in a meaningful way so the truthful talking can start. And the connecting can start with the truthful talking, but also with my basic skill of being open-minded and jump into the new, into the unfamiliar, welcoming the unfamiliar. So if I go to a new place where I've never been, you meet this in different cultures, but you also see this between different generations. Maybe you're not familiar with these social media and video platforms. Maybe it makes you feel uncomfortable and you don't really like it, but be open-minded and jump into it, right? Or if you're from a younger generation and you're well familiar with these things, why not visit the older generation's stories and what they have on board and jump into it? Be open-minded for that. And with that kind of connection and understanding, you're producing results and learning, which then will form a reinforcing circle. With these 4 gray highlighted skills on the left and right, we can form this trust cycle with each other. And in that sense, we become powerful collaborators and learners together.